What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to week 12 of the regular season for our New York Jets rebuild. We are 6-4 going up against the 6-4 Texans. Now they do have Deshaun Watson in this, so that obviously will be a little bit bigger of a thing. Their offensive points per game, they are number 8. We are number 29 with our points per game. Our offensive rush yards they're number 13. Pass yards, they're number 25. So they're not doing too good on passing yards. And they also have a very good defense, surprisingly, because their overalls are not very good. So we have 6 games left in the regular season. We'll kind of see how we figure this out. Are we going to win out? Are we going to lose out? Are we going to make playoffs? I don't know. Right now, we're in the playoffs, obviously. So for the last couple of weeks, offense have been really gelling. Everybody wants their number called when it's time to make a play. Elijah Moore, so he's going to probably have a breakout performance, or exactly right. So throw 3 touchdowns against the Texans for a passing game boost. So that's not Elijah Moore breakout. That's just more of like a team boost from what I understand, at least. I could be wrong, but I believe so. So we got for our re-signs, Joyner, Moses, Croft. We don't really care about. We want Javelin, which we need to negotiate, and then Josh Adams. So we want to put Javelin on at least a couple year deal. He only wants 1 year. So we got him on 3 year, but he didn't like the salary. So I'm thinking 1.5 for 3 years because he's only 23. So that'll put him at about 26 years old. And that'll give us time to develop him. He's only a normal, but even if he plays our slot and he's not a long-term stud outside corner at 96 speed, I think he'll be, a benefit to us. So let's see if he'll get it done. Perfect. And, 96 speed, even if we play him in that deep third and we can just get his zone to like a 75, he might be viable for us, right? Heck, we can even move him to safety in some formations or something like that if we need to, if we can get him to, where we need him to be. So obviously these players, not too happy with any of them, or not. We don't really need any of them. So scouting college players is definitely where we're going to go now. Then we also have staff points this week, definitely. So we always like to look at our picks, which we kind of know what we have. I always just this is how I just check it personally. Now I think centers, did I just complete it for the 4th round? I think I did. Right guard, we don't really need to look at. I'll look at him last couple weeks. Right tackles as well, we've already done. I believe we've already done all the linebackers for the most part as well, at least up to the 4th round. That's a lot of them. Pretty much good in there, and then pretty much good on the right outside backers. So what I am going to look for is maybe a cornerback, because our safeties are solid. Marcus May and then Davis. I think it's Ashton Davis, who's probably our best defender, to be honest with you. But I'm looking at maybe cornerbacks. Other positions we're looking at is maybe a DN, which we still have 6 weeks, so I think we'll be able to almost get through all of the positions. And then we also have the offseason. And I also want to look at some tight ends, which we've looked at a couple of them. I'll probably look at like 3 more tight ends right now, just to see, and he's not very good. Once they're a B rating, to be honest, I probably don't need to look at them, but honestly, they might still be better than some of my players, which they're okay. They're really not good. Maybe Jonathan Bass-Knight, a 1st round talent, may be worth it to get a really good offensive tight end. But we'll go ahead and look at cornerbacks now, at least a couple of them. So it's only 11.7 and then 3 for corners. Did it just switch? Is that what it is? So maybe later in the season it switches. I don't know actually, but this guy's BBB and he's a 1st round talent, early 1st rounder, 22, 6'2". So we might have to. But he is going in the 1st round, so that's kind of unfortunate in a sense. Okay, so this guy's not very good. And then, Jeremiah Ridley, 206, 5'11", 23. Early 1st rounder, but he's going in the 2nd. He might be someone we looked for at a different time. So, and then also Quentin Parrish. So there's some really good corners. Mid 1st rounder, 6 foot. We'll definitely have to look at these guys a little bit, more when we get to that point. But corner wise, there's some solid ones, definitely. So we're going to have to take a look at that. Like I said, we don't really need safety, so it's corners. We've already done linebackers, maybe some DNs, just because, maybe you never want to pass up on great picks, and we have the points for it, right? And then we definitely know, like, for instance, we don't need a running back, and we really don't need a receiver, but we will look. So we're looking at corners, maybe some receivers, and things like that. So we're doing a pretty good job, in my opinion. where we're at on our scouting. And I think we have enough players that we can also get that are in our position. So we're going to do weekly strategy first. Just that way we can do our training. And we're playing against Deshaun Watson. So I'm assuming we want to defend the medium pass. I'm okay with that. Definitely defend the medium pass. Makes sense. And then defensively, we're going to do outside run maybe. Where's it at? Outside run. I think outside run, once again, it's just good to be a run team, in my opinion. We got Ashton Davis in here as a star, Elijah Moore, Elijah Vera Tucker. So a couple more games and we'll be able to get them higher up as well, which will be great. Throw 2 passing touchdowns. We'll use that as our daily goal or our weekly game plan. Offensive coordinator, we're going to say pass for 275. Actually, no, we do the yards per completion. I don't know why I even think about that. That's the best one. Defensively, I say don't allow a rushing touchdown. That's really like a guessing game, but it's easy for them to get a big play pass more than a big play rushing touchdown. And then for our head coach, we're going to do either don't allow a sack or win a turnover battle are usually the best ones for us to do. And I'm thinking don't allow a sack this game just because I don't think Deshaun's going to throw a lot of picks. Could be wrong, but I don't think so. So we're here. Obviously, we want to go ahead and do this start free training. And then hopefully we'll have a couple more upgrades as well for our team. Once we're kind of done with this. So injuries, offense right now, no injuries, perfect. And then let's look at our defense. Nothing, perfect. So no injuries, it looks like, on either side of the ball. Hopefully we have a couple upgrades for some of our players. We'll see, which is perfect. And then, like I said, we do have our staff points. So Mekhi Becton, he's not a great pass protector. We do want to get him better, but at the same time, we also want to get him to his run game up, right? Because when we run to that left side, and actually give him pass block finesse, but we were trying to hopefully get his run game a little bit more, just because it'll help us out, in my opinion. Greg Van Roten, I guess we'll get you a power. You're probably not going to be a starter next year. We'll probably be replacing you guys on that right side of the line, so I'm not really too worried about that. And then, obviously, we already did everything else besides our staff, which we need to do. So our staff points, I believe we are working in the player personnel, or did we finish it? No, so we want to get this online, and then value increase for user picks. I like both of those. So we're going to probably use both of them. That way, if they trade us at the draft, the user picks will go up, right? And then obviously that means guaranteed trade package for current user pick, which is great. And then the non-X Factor user players will be valued 1 dev trait higher is also very good. But I just don't know if I need it right now because I don't think I'm going to trade away any of my star players. Whereas I think we do need team growth, which it'll cost me about 60 to get 1 of these each, which will then allow me to get these after school tutoring, which will allow me to get more players for the next year, which is what my plan is. So obviously we're playing the Texans this week. We already did our negotiations, our scouting, our training. Everything's good to go now. We spent our points, so we will hop right into the game and get it going. All right, loading in here to this week. Obviously, it's not technically realistic because Watson is not actually playing, but it is what it is. We're not going to complain about it. So I do have 8 wind again. Seems like they're giving us a lot of like 8, 9, 10 wind. Not a lot of low wind for our games, which, not a big deal. I'm not really against it because at least we can kick farther field goals going one way because our kicker's not very good. So, all right, they're going to start in gun trip. So I guess nickel would be a good starting point for us. Philip Lindsay looks to be their starter. Deshaun doesn't have any X factors or anything like that, so they did lower him. I guess this offseason, maybe that's kind of their punishment, I guess. I don't know. He is going to have plenty of time to get that ball out to the flat over there to Brandon Cooks, it looks like. So 4-3, or sorry, 4-3, not 4-3. I don't know what I was saying there, but they look like I don't know who their number 2 is right now, but they are going to hand it off to Philip Lindsay, who is fairly decent. Actually, he's just going to absolutely throw. I think that was Davis off of him. So 18 for 67 and 2. He only has 511 rushing yards on the year, so he's technically the starter, but is he, right? I mean, I guess he is, but I don't know how good he's doing. And the Bills actually did win as well, which is funny. But right here we are on this, sitting on this route. He's just going to absolutely chuck it up, but Davis is going to be able to make a play on it. And Davis is going to whiff, and just like that, they go over the top to, I don't know who that is. Is that Kiki Kuti? Who the heck just went over us like that? My gosh, what a bomb by Deshaun Watson. That's not a good start for us. I honestly, right there, thought that we could have batted it. I guess maybe we should have played a receiver. I definitely shouldn't have went for the pick. I tried to bat the ball, which I thought would have worked. Maybe we should have went for the receiver. It's really the only other thing I could think of. So that's kind of frustrating. That was fairly good defense by Davis, I thought. But we're going to start with this stretch bubble. So we do need to score 3 passing touchdowns for our breakout. But like I said, I don't think it's our breakout player as much as it's... I don't know why they're showing that as our play. Let's just reset our play. I don't know why. Maybe it's their... Oh, so it's the confusion. That's what it is. I was wondering what that was. I haven't played against that one yet in all of Madden 22 yet. So I was wondering why our play call was looking messed up, and that's what it is. So we got to remember what our play is before we actually get out here. So 2nd and 5, I'm going to go to Michael Carter. A little inside zone. We got Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera-Tucker over there, hopefully leading the way up to that linebacker. And they're not going to block that linebacker, but we still will make it 3rd and manageable with a 3-yard rush right there, so that's not too bad. Let's see. I don't really like that trap play. Maybe I like that one play, but I don't know where it went. I kind of like this power O. Let's see what they come out in. I do think we will be able to get to the outside right here, personal opinion. I think let's go for it. And we just need a couple yards. And actually, Michael Carter's going to be able to get up the field and get a good run out of it for 13 yards, I think. Great run. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be less, to be honest with you. I think I like this play action cross. Oh, okay, they're going to actually absolutely just mess me up. I can't even see their buttons either. This is just going to be confusion all game. But we know what we're doing, and we have Elijah Moore going for it all. And we accidentally throw it out of a sack. Elijah Moore does go up for it. He's not able to bring it down. I thought we had him there, to be honest with you. I think we got a little bit. This play art is just probably the worst, in my opinion. So I think it's a power to the left is ideally what we want. We're going to try to get outside. We're going to truck him and hopefully be able to get to the first down, which I don't think we're going to be able. And we do actually get it. I thought we were going to come up a yard short. Luckily, we did not. We have this glance, which I'm probably just going to hand it off. Because Pittman's probably not going to be open, so we're just going to hand it off right here. Michael Carter, unfortunately, we could not get more upfield. They have all sorts of momentum right now. I mean, I guess they did score a touchdown, but it seems like they should have not gave him that much. So this is obviously a stretch right is our play call. So let's see if we can set the edge a little bit. And we are. Michael Carter's going to be able to hit up the field if he makes a one-man miss. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make the safety miss. Michael Carter, 5 rushes for 51 yards in this first quarter. Needless to say, we know what the game plan is for the future, at least right now. We're trying to run this left. I swapped it, but I don't know if it'll run it this way, and it will, luckily. So we're going to get behind that blocker, and we're going to get another 10 yards on the play, 11. 6 rushes for 62 yards. What a starting drive right now for our Michael Carter. We're going to go ahead and just blast it to the left. We're going to move. It's going to be Herndon in motion, and then from there, we're going to go ahead and obviously snap it, right? So motion, get up this hole. Can we get there? He makes the block, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get there, but that's another 10 yards or 9 yards on the play. Looks like Michael Carter is a little tired. We don't want to run it with P. Ryan. We're going to go into this. It's a stick play, so it should be Corey Davis on a slant or maybe a Zach Wilson run. And actually, no one's guarding Herndon, and we throw a horrible ball behind him. That's super frustrating. 3rd and 1, I think we're going to run. I like this motion zone. So once again, we're going to run it with Michael Carter. We've been running all over them right now. They don't have a very good defense. We're just showing our will. So we're going to go ahead and just run it again with this inside zone. Right behind him, Michael Carter is going to get in for the touchdown. What a first drive for him. That was pretty crazy. We do need 3 passing touchdowns, so I might have messed up there by not trying to pass it. Well, I guess I did miss the touchdown. That was open, but at the end of the day, we're trying to win this game. So I accidentally kick off left, so I guess we'll just get off a little bit more left. That way we're there. Let's just see. All right, so it is going to go almost out of the end zone, or it actually is out of the end zone. Perfect. So deep ball may be a problem that we need to look to in the second half, because if he's going to throw that every time, we might be in trouble. So we still can't see our play, which is super unfortunate. Luckily, we know what we're in, but we can't see it technically. They are going to run up the field and get 12 yards on us as well. David Johnson with a big run. I'm interested why they're not using David Johnson and they're using Lindsey Moore, which now they're using David Johnson, but you would think, I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation they got going there. We are going to be able to get a sack. Carl Lawson is going to beat the right tackle and get a sack and cause a 2nd and 19. You'd love to see it. We're going to go ahead and go man defense just because I think it's a good call right here. We've played decent man the last couple of games. And right there, I thought we were in position for man. And I think that's Javelin is just not going to make a play on the ball. I should have switched on to him, but I didn't want to mess him up. Because, wow, that is horrible. Javelin was there. That could have been a great pick for us. We're going to run it to the left, so we're going to go ahead and get stiff-armed into oblivion. No, Marcus May is going to come help us with that. Single back deuce. We're going to actually run a 4-6 right here. So I think this 4-6 will be okay because, you know, we know it's covered 3 still if they do pass it. This guy's wide open out here, yeah. There's no way I was going to get there, but we are going to lay a boom with Davis because why not? Sean's 4 for 4, 98 yards. Gun split close. I probably shouldn't have went 4-6. I don't know who's manned up with who on this, unfortunately. I do think it was cover 1, so I guess we'll see. They are going to just run it, and we are going to be able to get there. Who was that with the stop right there? Number 56. Who is number 56 on our team? Is that Dawkins? Single back wing slot. They're almost in field goal range, so we really got to stop them here to maybe keep them from trying to score. Deshaun is going to audible on us into probably a pass play. That's what I would kind of assume. We're here on the spot, and we're going to break the line again. Quentin Williams with the half sack. Finally, we get a little bit of momentum going our way. Perfect. All right, so we're just going to play a dime cover 4 look, try to keep them out of field goal range. Their offensive line is horrible, which they are very bad in real life, right? So it's not like an unrealistic thing, and Deshaun's going to throw that out of bounds. Nice. So they're going to have to punt it now. That goes from almost a huge drive by them to, you know, a great defensive stop from us. So, see, that's going out of bounds. They're probably going to pin us. That looks like it could be on the 1. Okay, 7. That was a really good punt. All right, stretch is okay. I think we'll be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're definitely running it to the left. They have an extra defender on the right, and on top of it, Michael Carter wants to run this to the left. Can we break up that hole? Unfortunately, I hit that lineman, or the Griffin. If I was able to not do that, I think we really had something going there. Since we're on the 9, we want to play a little bit safe, so we're going to go with the power. But I like the formation we're in against what they're in right here, and I think we'll be able to bump that out. Unfortunately, when it's just going to kind of get scrambled in there. But we do kind of have to pass here, but we don't want to be stupid. We want to kind of play a little bit of field goal range. They are going to be blitzing with this corner, so it looks like Elijah Moore might be open then. And actually, he's not going to, but we're going to be able to dump this down to Herndon, who is going to be able to get that first down. Perfect. What a throw by Zach. Way to run out of the pocket from us and avoid the pressure. So let's go back to a pass and see what we can do here. I kind of like Herndon. I don't know if they're in cover 2. What are they in? And unfortunately, we are going to take a sack. I think that might have been, is that our daily objective? We're going to pause it real quick just to see. Don't allow a sack. Unfortunately, we just did. There goes that. 2nd and 16, so we're going to try to make it a 3rd and manageable with the inside zones. Probably not the best play call, but we don't want to have to just keep passing, right? And unfortunately, we're able to get there and get a little bit of yards. I thought we weren't going to be able to. It looked like Becton got in our way, but we did make it a little bit more 3rd and manageable, which is what we wanted. I like Herndon right here. It looks like they're not blitzing anybody, so they're just showing the blitz. So let's see. That was a horrible block, but I think we might be able to get Elijah Moore. And he is going to bring it down. Elijah Moore makes the 50-50 catch. What a catch by Elijah Moore right there. That was absolutely huge. What a play. I didn't think he was going to come down with that, and he just absolutely went up for it and decided to take over the drive right there. And we are going to be able to get another 7-yard rush right there. Michael Carter's already almost at 100 yards. This play works a lot with Davis. So we'll kind of see if this linebacker blitzes, and he doesn't. So we're just going to run it outside with Michael Carter. Can he get to the edge? He does make a man miss. So he's not going to be able to get in there, but he does already have 100 yards on the ground. This might be a career day for him. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get this type of running from him ever again. We're going to run this to the left, definitely. Inside zone right here again, or a little dive. Michael Carter just gets absolutely stuffed. What a great stop by them. We want to run it with Michael Carter. We don't really want a formation where Nyheim Hines is in, mainly because Carter is a little bit better downhill runner, I think. We're going to run a little bit of power to this outside to the right, and nothing's going to be there. So now what do? Do we play for the 3 and try to run it, or do we go for the touchdown? I'm thinking if there's a play action. And actually, maybe this empty mesh. I kind of like this empty mesh, but it doesn't look like they're blitzing anybody. So this is actually probably not the best play call into dropping like however many they are. But I guess we'll see. And it looks like no one's really there. Oh, can you get up? And we're going to try to run it late. That was kind of a bad. I think it was Michael Carter. He's going to go to the 2-minute warning. I think I had Michael Carter. But unfortunately, the way the cover 2 was set up, it just was kind of a weird one. So that's why I didn't want to put myself in a compromised situation. At least we get 3 points on the board. They have the momentum a little bit, but we're up. So, and they started with the ball as well, so if we can keep them to not scoring right here, we put ourselves in a very good situation for the second half. David Johnson right here. We're going to run. What's he doing? We're going to try to lay a hit stick on him, and he's just going to break all sorts of tackles. To the 22, though, so we're still in a good position. We do have an injury on the field. It doesn't show us the injury, unfortunately, but we did have an injury. I don't know who that was. Looks like we're going to send a little bit of a blitz here, so let's have Marcus May be the guy that we use. So we're guarding the curls here, so we're guarding this outside guy, and they're just going to go deep on Austin again, but Austin's going to be there for the pick. And actually, last time they went deep on Davis. This time they went deep on Austin. And I don't know why they went for that, but we're going to go ahead and take it. We're going to come out gunslinging a little bit right here. This formation is really good for us because we get to utilize Carter, Hines, and our 3 best playmakers. I probably should utilize it more. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that off. We did have, I think that was Elijah Moore. Croft is injured again. Okay, I'll tell you what, Croft. I'm so happy I am not signing you back because you are horrible for us. You get injured every other play. We're just going to run a power O, see if we can get some yards back. We are going to get some. They're probably going to call timeout. So we probably should just run it here, but we'll see. We're not scared. But if they only want us to run it, I guess we will. I like the way this is set up. I don't think we're going to get a 3rd and 16, but I like that we'll at least force them to use their timeout. We might be able to get some field position here. And actually that man, which they had, was actually fairly good for him. We're going to be able to get outside and maybe make a man miss, but it's not going to be enough. They are going to call that timeout and get the ball back. That sack where I had Elijah Moore on that out route was huge for them. We're going to punt this to the short side. Let's see, and we actually do break them. That's a horrible punt. And he is going to fair catch it, but they're on the 31. So one big play, and they're basically there. Deshaun keeps going deep on us, but it's not really, it worked that one time, but besides that, hasn't really worked too well. So we'll use Joyner, we'll man up with Lindsey over here. And they are going to throw it inside, but Javelin's going to be able to make a great play on that ball. I kind of like this mid blitz right here. This might be a little silly, but I kind of like it. We're going to use Davis on Philip Lindsey again, and we're just going to send pressure and see if we can get there. And we are going to be able to get there and bat the ball with Carl Lawson, which is great. Now I think we'll play a little bit safer with zone. I think it's a little bit better idea for us right now. So let's see. Looks like they're running. I don't know what they're just running. Deshaun is out of the pocket, and he is just going to throw it away again, which is great for us. Probably just going to go into the second half unless we get a decent return here. Maybe we try one big play and see if, because we do have 3 timeouts, so that might be the play call here. Unfortunately, we try to hit a spin move. Let's see what they tell us to do. We are up. Yeah, but they are telling us to go for it, so I think we go for it. I like wide corner. It's one of my favorite plays because if they are in man, we can throw it to Hines and just try to get 5 to 10 yards. And if it's not man, then we have other players like Elijah Moore over the middle. we will call a timeout. Because if we can get a field goal here, be it by 6 and get ball, we're in a fairly good position. So we're going to run clear out. Kind of maybe looking to Elijah Moore. It looks like man. Or maybe Pittman or Elijah Moore. If it is man, I don't know. And we're going to try to get it off. And unfortunately, we're under pressure when we do try to get that ball off. Javelin actually got injured as well. We're going to substitute you because we don't want too many injuries. I think Corey Davis might get open here. And we'll see. But we might take the shot if he is. And we're going to try to get out of the pocket. And unfortunately, we do break a sack. And we're going to try to dot up Elijah Moore. But I think we were past the line of scrimmage, unfortunately. Wow, that's super unfortunate. Zach Wilson just threw a dot on the run, but it's a legal forward pass. And they're definitely going to accept that. Dang it. What a great play that would have been for us. Can we run this to the left? We can. Let's see if maybe we can do something on this 3rd and 15. If not, it just goes to half. So, and unfortunately, we're not going to. Oh, it goes to half, up 3. We would have at least been able to get a field goal at the bare minimum out of that Elijah Moore play because we still had the 2 timeouts. We would have took 1, maybe took another shot. All right, so run outside definitely. And then defend the medium pass maybe? I don't know. Maybe defend the medium pass. Because they're not really going deep on us too much. They're chucking it, but they're not really beating us with it necessarily. So we're not going to run this one back though. So definitely put that into the end zone, touch back it up. Let's get it on the... And we definitely don't want to go away from the run, but at the same time, we'll see what they give us. So right here, I kind of like Elijah Moore on this little wheel route, and he is going to unfortunately get tackled, but that would have been really, really good. First play, being able to get that yard. We're going to run it again. Not the same play, obviously, but we're going to run dagger. Corey Davis sometimes gets open. They just leave him on this play. So we're going to see if that's the case again, and it's not, unfortunately, and they are going to get a sack because of it. I probably shouldn't have been reading him. I should have probably waited to see if he was open late. We're going to run inside zone here, see if we can get, 3rd and manageable again. 2nd and 23, so we're just going to try to get a couple yards. It looks like they might have changed theirs to stop our run at halftime, which would make sense. So we'll run a little bit of a mid-draw with Nyheim Hines now. They're blitzing the middle linebacker. That's okay. We'll pick him up. And then their corner obviously will blitz, which is fine as well. Unfortunately, they are going to just get there right away with Zimmer. So we will go ahead and just punt this ball. Or have 8 going again. So I guess we'll just punt it this way to the right. A little bit more of the short side. That's actually a fairly good punt. No run back opportunity. 17-yard line. Okay, so the field position is somewhat in our favor right now. But one big play from us to kind of breaking this game wide open. One big play from them to causing ourselves some trouble. So we'll kind of go ahead and see. We're obviously on this in route. And we are going to get another sack with Quinnen Williams. I think the best part about playing the Texans is even though they have Deshaun Watson, their run pass blocking is just so horrible. Let's see. They are going to run that. Is Philip Lindsay going to break that tackle? He is. But he does get 7 back on that and to put him in a 3rd and 11, which is still not great. I think we're going to run a zone blitz. I actually really like this zone blitz. Give ourselves still opportunity to stop it, but bring pressure to not give them too much time. I think that's the best case scenario. And unfortunately, Cooks is going to get open over the middle. Is Hall faster than him? Hall is going to be fast enough to get him. I didn't want to dive and completely whiff, but Brandon Cooks does run a post right up the seam. That was just a good play call. That's not even the zone we were in. That's not because of the zone we were in. That was just because our cover 3 middle deep did not get there in time. And that was, unfortunately, we are going to lay a hit with Davis, but unfortunately we thought that was a run, so that's why I blitzed there, which it wasn't really my assignment to get that over the middle guy, but to be honest, we were almost there, but we kind of got messed up a little bit. Let's see what Davis is going to be able to do in the middle here. They are passing it, but Deshaun, is he going to run it? I don't know. I didn't know if he was going to run it. I was kind of spying that. It's kind of interesting sometimes that they don't run it as much as you would maybe guess in that situation. Like Deshaun would definitely try to break that guy one-on-one in real life. So it's kind of interesting. And they are going to throw this out route. He is going to break the tackle. Marcus May makes a horrible tackle right there. And they are going to take the lead on us. That's kind of unfortunate. I feel like we're right there. Just a super unfortunate situation in my opinion. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. I'm trying to think what we did wrong on the last drive, and I don't think much. I think we just got sacked in a situation where we had a decent attempt, I think, but I could be wrong. We're going to set up a stretch to the left again, and unfortunately we have confusion. So, once again, we can't really see our play call, but I think Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera Tucker are going to get up the field. This is probably going to be a holding. They are probably going to bring this back, unfortunately, because that was a good run. Get the drive going. And that's going to be on Morgan Moses. This is why you're not going to be on our team either next year, buddy. We're going to run a zone fake jet. Looks like it could be man. I know they're saying it's a counter. But we're going to go ahead and hopefully the corner will get out of there, and he won't. And actually, he kind of does, but unfortunately, Michael Carter's not able to win the one-on-one right there. We have a 20 carry game, which is good. We're going to go back to the slot post. Last time Elijah Moore was really open on that kind of wheel route. But we also have some over-the-middle stuff that we could look at. And I think Elijah Moore might be open again, and I probably should have just possession caught that. I got nervous that the defender was going to get there, and I chose the wrong type of catch. I think we would have had a first down if I just possession caught that. So I kind of like the seams play. We have maybe Herndon and Moore, maybe Corey Davis Moore on a corner route, depending on what kind of defense it is. And we're just going to go for it all, and unfortunately, they're going to be a lot faster than us, so this is probably a pick. No, it's not. It's going to be dropped. I thought Elijah Moore had that one-on-one that he could maybe win right there, like he did last time for us, which is unfortunately just not the case. So we are just going to, he's going to fair catch that. They have a good field position right here, so we got to keep him to a field goal, definitely, if we want to try to give ourselves a good chance. So, gun split close. They do have a fullback in there. 2 wide receivers, tight end. They're going to run it. We unfortunately hit the backside A gap, and we're not able to get there. So we do keep them to 3 yards. They're not running too good. 4 yards per carry probably would have been a good objective this game. It's not always good, but it would have been good, in my opinion. They have more passing yards than us, but overall offense, we're fairly even. We're going to lay a hit stick on them with Cashman right there. Unfortunately, it's just not going to do anything. Let's see. This is a single back trips. We're going to go ahead and just blitz this. I hope this isn't the blitzing guy. I really couldn't tell you. Well, I think I'm end up with Lindsey, I would guess. Unfortunately, he is going to get that. I didn't switch on to the right person. But he is going to get that first down, unfortunately. Gun wing. We're going to send Marcus May on a blitz. And I'm going to actually blitz them and try to get there. And okay, perfect. Who is that? Is that Quentin Williams in there? Able to make the play. Single back wing slot again. So they're looking to run again. So we're going to go cover one man. I hope I'm manned up with Lindsey. Ideally, we really won't know because it's so glitched, the momentum thing. And we're able to block shed that again. Is that Quentin Williams with another tackle for loss, I think? That's the awesome part about making him into a run stopper. So I don't know who's blitzing here, unfortunately. Maybe Marcus May looks to be in the deep third, so unfortunately, yeah. I just didn't know who to play, who was the middle zone, who was outside zone with that zone blitz right there. Probably shouldn't play too much zone blitzes against, this confusion thing, because I can't really see who it is I'm truly trying to guard and stuff like that. Deshaun is just going to throw that one out of bounds. So go ahead and go cover 3 cloud press right here. Probably didn't need to pinch my line. That was probably... And he's just going to take the flat route. Austin's going to be able to at least keep him to 3rd and 3. So we do need to keep to a field goal right here. Pistol full house. Do we have a 4-6? I like this 4-6 cover 1 right here. Once again, I don't know who I'm manned up with. I'm assuming it might be Fells or Lindsey. But we'll go ahead and see. And actually, it's going to be a read option. But Lindsey is going to be very close to it. 4th and inches. What do they decide to do? They are going to kick the field goal, which is probably the safer bet because you're up 4, make it 7, and now you're pretty much playing for the worst case scenario would be a tie, unless I go for 2, which, I mean, we'll kind of see how, if it looks like maybe we can get it, then I'll go for it, but definitely not my number 1 goal to go for it. So we'll see how this works. We're gonna try to get outside with Hines. We get some decent yards. No, I don't think so. 25, not too great. Oh man, sneezing. So I think this is Texas double post. Gosh dang it, I don't even know what play this is, but I'm pretty sure circle will be on it. Yeah, I kind of guess that's what it was. We're gonna try to get this outside. We do throw a pick, unfortunately. Not having our play is super annoying. He is going to break 2 tackles. That's super annoying because we could. So not only are we confused now, but it also is just the routes are confused. So pretty much nothing for us. I don't even know what we're in right here. Looks like we're a purple zone of sorts. So I guess we'll come up, and we're not able to get their Rankins. They are going to be able to throw it to Brandon Cooks right behind us. Rankins, that's our D tackle, so it's not really his fault, but we were very close to making a play on that. Super unfortunate series of events right there. Not being able to see any of my plays, I can't even imagine how bad it's going to be now with them having the kind of weirded play art along with the confusion. I think it's just going to be some of the worst. So I guess we'll kind of see. And that was a kind of a bad spin move. So let's see how bad this is. I'm going to try to run the ball, to be honest with you. Started 18 for 111. And since then, he's just done nothing. So this is just the worst. We're just going to run inside zone split, in my opinion. And we're just going to try to get some yards on the ground. That was just horrible. They're 4th in takeaways, interestingly enough. So Pittman's going to be over the middle. Herndon will be in the seam, kind of. And then we'll have... And unfortunately, nope. Who's this right here? Is that Elijah Moore? He's going to get open. We're going to be able to get him some yards, luckily, and get some normality back into this. 136 yards. We haven't thrown the ball much. We ran it 21 times, but we were running so well that it made no sense to not. So we need to take some sort of chances right here. And unfortunately, no one's open, so we're just going to throw that away. I think we could have maybe had Corey Davis right there at the end, but it would have been a decently hard throw. All right, no one's in the box. We're running this with Naheem Hines. We're just going to run this. Spin move back. He is going to make a man miss and get up to the 30. Good run there. That was probably an 18-yard run or something like that. Maybe a 20-yard run, honestly. I can't even tell you what play I'm in. I'm pretty sure Moore is going on like a 10-yard out. And looks like Herndon will be open. So that's the guy we should throw it to. He does throw an inaccurate ball, but we're able to bring it down. So Zach Wilson, not having a great day, but the inside post out. So Corey Davis on a post. I kind of like that play. Chalk option. I kind of like it, honestly, if that's the play. If it's Elijah Moore on that go route, I kind of like that. And unfortunately, he was on that route, but he ran it so horrible that I just didn't feel like I could throw it. But I actually really liked that route, unfortunately. So sell dig. So Elijah Moore's on an out. Herndon's on this little scat route, and then Michael Pittman's on it and out. We're going to have Herndon again as long as we throw it accurate. He couldn't break the tackle. We're going to have to... And Mekhi Becton actually gets injured. That's a huge blow to our offensive line, unfortunately. We're going to run a stretch to the right here with Moore on that bubble because I think Moore might be able to get in if it doesn't get batted down by Cunningham. Quadricep strain. That looks like it could only be like a few week injury, luckily. I honestly could not tell you what route Elijah Moore's on, so I'm just going to put him on a streak. Just because I literally could not have told you what route he was on. It's really unfortunate. I got to look at the play a little bit better before I hike it now. Or before I choose it. Just so I can kind of realize what is exactly going on. So I like why drag. So drag, we have a corner route from the number 2. I'm hoping that's R1. And unfortunately, He is going to get bumped at the last second, and we are going to throw a pick. Can we make the tackle? We are going to get a pick right there. I thought that was man-to-man, and I think it might have been, but because he got bumped, I think it went away. Honestly, I think if we didn't have this confusion and shook, I think... Oh, and the away teams have less momentum for touchdowns. This is just some of the worst. If we played them in New York, I think we honestly win this game, but I'm honestly blaming this on Madden's momentum meter because I could just not tell what I was doing on half of those plays. We are going to stop them, though, and get the ball back. So we got to try to score without using timeouts. That way we give ourselves an opportunity to get another 3 and out, hopefully. Hopefully they pass this as well. That would be much better for us if they do. We'll go ahead and see. So it looks like, I don't know what kind of routes they're running. They are just going to throw it away, which is actually best case scenario for us. Sean's got 243 and 3 touchdowns. Zach Wilson is not quite having that game. And they're going to kick it short. Can we lay this block? We are going to lay that block. We're going to hit the outside with Nyheim Hines. Can he make a man miss? Can he get to the sideline? And Nyheim Hines with a great run back to the 33. Wow, that might have just gave us a chance right now. That might have gave us the shot we needed. Corey Davis, we have Herndon on an out route. That's pretty much all I know. And no, we're going to get sacked. And it is going to be a fumble. Can we chase down number 99? And it doesn't look like that is going to be the case. Moses is going to try, but he runs out of stamina. And I think that is Alden Smith with the defensive touchdown on us to put us away with that fumble. Zach Wilson. Alden Smith just with one of the worst plays that could have happened to us right there. He really almost had a shot at coming back before that. That was really frustrating. Nyheim Hines return. Like I said, not being able to see the plays is actually really detrimental to us. I honestly think if we were able to see the plays, we would be in a lot better scenario. I mean, this is almost better than not being able to see the play, to be honest with you, because at least I know what we're running. And we are going to dot it up. Can he catch that? Unfortunately, Corey Davis is not going to be able to bring it in. We're 8 for 20 with 159 yards. Well, we're going to get the 6 yards per completion, I guess. So I guess that's a good way to look at it. Corey Davis right here better get open. He is, but he's going to drop it. Let's try and see a different play, because maybe stick and nod. And this is man, so we're probably going to have to look to Elijah Moore, or maybe Corey Davis if he breaks the... And Corey Davis does break it, so we're just going to take a shot. And Corey Davis does have a step on him. Can he get there? No, it's going to be out of reach, unfortunately. We're definitely going to have to go for it. What play do we want to run? I don't really want to run 4 verticals, but I guess that's going to be what we need to run. Looking about Hines, I'm just out route to the left just to see if he can get open. See what? This looks like man. So Hines is going to be open. Can he stay in bounds right here? And we are going to stay in bounds. And he's going to get tackled below or behind the line of scrimmage, or behind the first down marker, I should say. That's super unfortunate. So, just like that, it seems like the game is pretty much over. Let's see. Really no reason to call timeout. Well, maybe we will, to be honest, because we do need to put some more points on the board, in my opinion. So we'll 4-6 it if we get a stop, right? So if we can maybe hold them to a no gain right here, then maybe we will. And he is going to veer that in the middle, which doesn't give him anything. We will call timeout. Why not? Let's try to get some more points on the board. Unfortunately, my team's just not able to make plays when we needed them. We're going to move these safeties up because I would be shocked if they pass this. And Davis is going to break through the line, get a stop. We will call timeout. We will kind of see how this goes. So block, they are just going to kick a field goal. If we can get maybe one good drive and a touchdown, at least it makes Zach Wilson seem like he had a decent day. And, you know, honestly, I think the problem we had is running the ball. We got away from it in the second half in situations where we probably should have continued to run it. But I think they also might have switched their game plan up a little bit to stop our run, which would have been smart for them, right? Because we obviously Just gashed him in the first half. We're going to see if Nyheim Hines can get up the field. Nyheim Hines is getting some good returns today for once. I like this underplay. Let's just see if we can get Elijah Moore in space. Get him a couple yards. We got to get some confidence and momentum back. We are going to throw it to him. Unfortunately, he's just not going to be fast enough to get anything more than 3 yards. We're going to run inside attack. So Herndon is going to be on this little in route. We're just going to throw it to him right away, which is going to be wide open. Slot seam. I like this. I like Elijah. And actually, right here, we are going to hit Herndon again, which is going to be great for us. So almost 200 yards passing now. We're going to run slot seam again. I liked it last time. And we are going to throw an inaccurate bullet pass. Unfortunately, we don't stick it on him. Empty verticals. Okay, let's just go ahead and run that. So we know he's going to motion out Hines, and it's just going to be 4 verticals with Pittman on the drag. And let's just see who's open. And Pittman's going to be wide open. Let's just get it to him. We're going to call timeout right here. I know I probably should have hurried up. I really didn't want to run that formation again. I wasn't a huge fan of it for hurry-ups offense-wise. The Jets corner, we have Herndon going to the corner. Elijah Moore is just going to be in the flat, and that's pretty much what we're going to have to read. More or less, we're just going to throw it to Elijah Moore, take our yards, just try to get upfield as much as possible right there. We definitely want to take some in-zone shots right here, if we can. So we're going to look maybe to Elijah Moore, if he can break him to the inside. We're going to try to hit him. That's a horrible throw. And Michael Pittman is going to come down with it for a junk touchdown. Wow. What a play by Michael Pittman right there. We'll just run a gut play. Why not? And we're going to kick it onside too, obviously. See if we can hit the hole correctly. We are going to be able to get at least a 2-point conversion with Michael Carter. A little bit better. That was hilarious how we were not able to get the... or how we got the touchdown, I should say. Oh, we do lay a hit stick. Oh my gosh, how are we not going to make a play on that? We do lay the hit stick. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get the ball back. And that is going to be game. We'll look at the stats after this, but I think we had about 220 yards and a touchdown. Basically, they just have to hike it once and then obviously just chew the clock out. So let's go ahead and look at this. That's a pretty big loss too, because now we're 6-5, 5 games left, so we can either be 6-11, 11-5, somewhere in between. It can go a lot of different ways to end our season. So 239 and a touchdown is not bad, but our passer rating is horrible. Our run game was good. Receiving, Elijah Moore did have 138 yards, which is good that he is starting to come alive for us. Herndon had 63. Pittman had 30. We really don't use Corey Davis, if I'm being honest with you. But we don't really want to trade him because he's kind of like our decoy. So, is what it is. Not a good performance by us. We were kind of in it. We just should have kept running the ball more. We should have had like 200 yards on the ground. So, with that being said, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. Be ready for the next episodes. And as always, I will see you guys next time.